Hey guys, WWE Records K here, and this is a review of NXT The Future Is Now, written by John Robinson. He does all the books and the writing for WWE authors and everything. He did every single WWE book that's published by them that isn't like a biography by a superstar. He's pretty much has his hand in everything WWE related. This book has 20 chapters in it. It starts at the beginning with FCW before it was NXT. It talks about the reality show of NXT and how that was kind of a big flop and wasn't really building guys whatsoever. And then it goes into how Triple H found the best place for a performance center, and then how the performance center came to what it is today. So yeah, it's 20 pages. I mean, yeah, 20 pages, 20 chapters. If it was 20 pages, that'd be a really short book. This is what you start out with as the NXT thing. And here's all the chapter listing in there for you. This book isn't like your typical chapter book. There's pictures which make it so much easier. Like, as you're reading, there's going to be ones like this where there's a couple pictures. And there's also a big thing in here where it's just the top matches that helps form NXT. Like, this is what pretty much like an average page would look like. There's also some pages that are just one big picture and then a whole side book on the thing. It says it's 305 pages altogether. That is including the picture pages. If I were to guess without the pictures in there, it's about 200 pages, I would say. But overall, it's a really good read. I think it's a fantastic book for anyone who knows NXT, that knows the feel of NXT and what it's like to be in that crowd and what NXT means to someone. NXT to me is like the best brand you can see. It's better than Raw, it's better than SmackDown. It's the brand you have to go see live. And I wanted to learn more about it, and this is the perfect way to do it. Whether you watch this every single week on the network or you only watch it for takeover shows, this is an amazing, informal book about how NXT is and what it's really like back there. It goes in depth about how they have the green screen room for promos. I have a whole chapter just on Dusty Rhodes on here, which I thought was a really nice tribute to him in there. It talks about how they went to India and Germany and Switzerland just to find talent, and how they really don't take NXT as a developmental brand. They pretty much make it as their own third wheel of WWE. Like, you have Raw, you have SmackDown, but you also have this cool thing called NXT. Which I think is kind of a cool thing to end it off on, is that Triple H was afraid by bringing it to all these big places like the Barclays Center and to the WrestleMania weekend, that even though they hit their 4 big takeovers a year, he'd rather keep it into these small buildings so it's more intimate with everyone that goes, which I really agree with, which is why I think NXT stands out so much to me, because it's very intimate, and he does pick up a lot of that on this book about how intimate it is and how fans just know everything about every superstar. NXT is for that hardcore wrestling fan who maybe they like Raw, maybe they like SmackDown, or maybe they just like ROH, which they brought off ROH a lot in this book, which surprised me. In the indie scene, PWG was mentioned in this book. So yeah, it's honestly, it's a shocker for WWE readers in there. And the thing that actually shocked me the most, which I wish I had the page, they actually dropped the F-bomb in the book on one page. Triple H just had a quote and it had the F word in it, and to me, I'm like, whoa, WWE's PJ, like, that kind of surprised me there. Yeah, overall, I'm going to give this book I'm going to give it a 5 for 5, honestly. I don't really find one flaw in this entire book, to be completely honest with you, other than I think some of the chapters went on a little bit too long, but honestly, it's just more information about NXT, and if you're going to read the book about NXT, you want to know everything you possibly can. So yeah, that is my review of NXT The Future Is Now, written by John Robinson. Make sure to like this video and subscribe, because as always, more to come.